Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a shocking story from the McBee Dynasty. Fans were left stunned as Stephen McBee Sr., the patriarch of the McBee family, made a surprising return to the show amid serious ongoing legal troubles. If you thought you knew the McBees, think again. Stay tuned because we'll break down everything: his shocking reappearance, the family dynamics, reactions from fans online, and what this could mean for the future of the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all the latest updates. Stephen McBee Sr. is the founder of McBee Farm and Cattle Co. and one of the central figures on the McBee Dynasty. His leadership, business decisions, and complex family relationships have been a driving force behind the drama and intrigue that fans love about the show. Throughout Season 1, he was portrayed as both a patriarch and a controversial figure, balancing his family's expectations with the pressures of running a large farm operation. Legal troubles explained. In November 2024, Stephen McBee Sr. was convicted of federal crop insurance fraud. Between 2018 and 2020, he allegedly underreported the yields of his corn and soybean crops to collect approximately $3 million in federal assistance illegally. The charges carry a potential sentence of up to 30 years in federal prison, with sentencing scheduled for September 9, 2025. The case has attracted significant media attention and has added a new layer of tension to the McBee family saga. Return in Season 2. Fans were shocked when Stephen Sr. made a sudden return in Season 2, Episode 7. He appeared at a family dinner in Nashville with his 4 sons. The reunion wasn't just about family bonding. He also faced off with Galina Saltkowska, the CFO of McBee Farm and Cattle Co., and former partner, in an intense on-camera moment that left both cast and audience on edge. The scene became an instant highlight of the season. Family dynamics and support. Despite the ongoing legal battle, Stephen Jr. confirmed that the family remains supportive of their patriarch. The McBees are committed to staying united, attending dinners, and maintaining familial bonds despite the controversy. This complex dynamic adds depth to the show, giving viewers insight into how real-life legal issues affect relationships in high-profile families. Galina Saltkowska's perspective. Galina Saltkowska spoke about her experiences with Stephen Sr. She emphasized that despite the legal and personal challenges, Stephen Sr. has shown moments of accountability. Galina also highlighted the ongoing efforts to repair and strengthen family ties, especially with Christy McBee, during these turbulent times. Fan reactions and social media buzz. Stephen McBee Sr.'s return and legal troubles sparked a massive reaction online. Fans flocked to Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram to share opinions, memes, and theories about the family's future. Some fans expressed sympathy, hoping he learns from past mistakes, while others debated how his legal situation could impact the show and the family legacy. What this means for the future. The implications of Stephen McBee Sr.'s return are significant. His legal battles may influence future episodes, family relationships, and public perception of the McBee dynasty. As the family navigates these challenges, viewers will continue to tune in, eager to see how the McBees manage loyalty, accountability, and the pressures of being in the spotlight. Only time will tell if Stephen Sr.'s return strengthens the family bonds or creates new conflicts, and fans are watching closely. What do you think about Stephen McBee Sr.'s shocking return? Will the McBee family survive these challenges, or is more drama ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates from the McBee Dynasty and all the latest celebrity reality TV news. A McBee family reckoning. The air in the private Nashville dining room was thick, not with the aroma of the steakhouse's prime cuts, but with a tension that hummed like a live wire. It was a tension that had been building for months, a silent weight that had settled over the McBee family. For nearly a year, McBee Farm and Cattle Co. had felt like a ship without its captain, a kingdom without its king. The man who had built it all, the patriarch Stephen McBee Sr., was a ghost in their lives, a name whispered in anxious phone calls and hushed conversations. He had been absent, not just from the show, but from their daily existence, since his conviction for federal crop insurance fraud. But tonight, the ghost was a man. Stephen Jr. watched his father from across the polished mahogany table. The elder Stephen looked tired. A network of new lines edged around his eyes and at the corners of his mouth. The trademark McBee stoicism was still there, but it was a little softer, a little more fragile. The boys, Stephen Jr., Jesse, Cole, and Braden, had done their best to keep the empire running, to fill the void he left behind. They had weathered the storm of public opinion, the constant media inquiries, and the silent, grinding fear of a future without their father. But his physical presence was a shock, a sudden shift in the family's gravity. Stephen Sr. had returned, not as the triumphant king, but as a man facing a potential 30-year sentence. The sentencing date, September 9, 2025, was a looming shadow, a ticking clock that haunted their every move. To the world, he was a felon who had underreported his crops to illegally collect $3 million in federal aid. To them, he was Dad. This complex duality was the central theme of their lives, and it was playing out in real time in this quiet, elegant room. Just as the waiter poured water, a new kind of silence fell over the table. The door to the dining room opened, and in walked Galina Salkowska. As the McBee Farm and Cattle Co.'s CFO and Stephen Sr.'s former partner, she had been at the epicenter of the business's struggles in the family's drama. Her face, usually a mask of professional calm, was tight with a mixture of surprise and controlled fury. She hadn't been expecting this. No one had. Galina took her seat, her eyes fixed on Stephen Sr. The air crackled. The conversation that had just been flowing smoothly between the brothers and their father died instantly. Galina didn't raise her voice. She didn't have to. The fire in her eyes was enough. "Stephen," she began, her voice a low, dangerous whisper. "I didn't expect to see you here." Stephen Sr. met her gaze, his own eyes holding a defensive wariness. "Galina, it's good to see you too." The words sounded hollow, a polite lie that fell flat. "Is it?" She shot back, her fingers clenching the napkin on her lap. "Because the last time we saw you, you left us to clean up the mess. The federal mess, the public relations mess, the financial mess." She gestured with a quick, sharp movement of her hand. "Did you think we would all just carry on as if nothing happened?" Stephen Jr. shifted uncomfortably in his seat, ready to intervene, but his father held up a hand. "Galina, I'm here. We're here. That's what matters." "What matters," she retorted, leaning forward, "is accountability. You've brought shame to this family, Stephen. You've put everything you've worked for, everything we've all worked for, at risk. Did you think we'd just have a family dinner and all would be forgiven?" This was the raw, unscripted moment the cameras and the world had been waiting for. It was the moment that had both the cast and the audience on edge. It wasn't just about money or law, it was about betrayal. The family had stood united, as Stephen Jr. had promised, but their private support didn't erase the public shame or the personal damage. Stephen Sr. sighed, the sound heavy in the room. He looked at Galina, and for the first time, the tough exterior cracked. I understand your anger," he said, his voice barely audible. "I'm not asking for forgiveness tonight. I'm here." Galina's face softened almost imperceptibly. For all their bitter history, she saw the vulnerability beneath his bravado. She had worked with him for years, had seen his brilliance and his flaws up close. "I know you've been through it, Stephen," she said, the sharpness leaving her voice. "But so have we. You're not the only one fighting this battle." The rest of the dinner was a quieter affair. The confrontation had happened, the air had been cleared, and the uneasy truce of a family unit under siege was reestablished. The McBee sons, watching their father and Galena, understood the complex, fragile bonds that held them together. Their loyalty wasn't blind, it was a commitment to one another, a resolve to face the storm together, no matter what. Online, the reaction to Stephen Sr.'s return was as chaotic and unpredictable as a tornado. Memes of his dramatic comeback spread like wildfire. The show's official accounts were flooded with comments. "He's back. The drama is back," one fan tweeted, while another posted, "How can they just let him back on the show after all that? It's a disgrace." The discourse was a microcosm of the divided public opinion. Some saw a family standing by their own, a testament to unwavering loyalty. Others saw a show trying to capitalize on a real-life crime, blurring the lines between reality TV and legal justice. As the sentencing date loomed ever closer, the McBee Dynasty was entering its most unpredictable and challenging season yet. What do you think about Stephen McBee Sr.'s shocking return? Will the McBee family survive these challenges, or is more drama ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates from the McBee Dynasty and all the latest celebrity reality TV news.